Hey, welcome back to Soul Whispers Tarot. In this reading, we're going to be looking into what does this person want to happen between you both? What are their deepest desires moving forward for your connection? So if you would like to receive 3 extra pick a card readings every single week, plus the library of readings that are already in the membership area, then please click the join button, which is located next to the subscribe button. So those will be love-based pick a card readings every single week, and there will be questions such as what does this person want? Are you on this person's mind? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? And they'll be using the tarot, the oracle cards, the divination dice, the charms, and pulling messages from the bag. Just like today's reading here is gonna include as well. Okay, so in this reading we have 4 sets of cards. Set of cards number 1 is the lipstick. Set of cards number 2 is the crystal ball. Set of cards number 3 is the love potion, and set of cards number 4 is the heart key. So take some time to tune into the energies of the cards. It's perfectly fine to be drawn to more than one set of cards. Take a few deep breaths if you need to. You can pause the video right now. I'll leave a few quiet moments as well. Okay, so let's get into the reading. So welcome to set of cards number 1. You've chosen the pink card with the lipstick. What does this person want to happen between you? We're going to look into the oracle cards, the tarot cards, the divination dice, the charms, and pulling messages out of the bag. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. So this person is really wanting a sacred union. They are wanting stability within your connection. This is the Strength card, and they're wanting hope, the Star, and a transformation. So that's the Death card. So I feel as though for many of you watching, there has been a transformation of this connection. Maybe you are in separation at this time. Maybe something painful happened which created that transformation. Things weren't working out in the past. There were blocks or fears or karma or more healing that needed to take place before you could come back together. But this person is really wanting to come back together. We have back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. They want to get back to what they want. They've had this time to reevaluate their actions or what's happened between you both. I feel like they're wanting to make amends, because we have the 7 of Pentacles, which is called potential. So they're wanting there to still be a potential for growth. They're wanting to manifest with the Magician, manifest this new beginning, manifest this potential. So the 7 of Pentacles is all about investment. This person feels as though they've already invested so much in you and the connection, and they don't want to give up on that investment. They want to keep planting those seeds. They want to keep working on this relationship. So they want a regeneration, a positive transformation. So they're holding on to hope, or they're hoping and praying for a sign from the universe that you are going to come back together. They're following their intuition. They're following the advice from spirit, the signs, the synchronicities that they are receiving. This person wants to have stability within themselves, strength within themselves, so that they can be in a good, balanced place, a healthy place emotionally, so that they can have this healthy relationship with you. This person feels a lot of desire for you right now. Goals, passion, craving, fulfillment. I feel as though they're having a lot of sexual fantasies. And they want that sacred union. They want the union on all levels. They want to be by your side. They feel as though this is a sacred connection, a soulmate connection. They want love and peace within this connection as well. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So they may have had some mother issues or inner child issues that were getting in the way in the past and creating fear. But a lot of healing is taking place. They just want love and peace to return to this connection. They don't want any power struggles which may have happened in the past. This person, I feel like they cannot get you off their mind. They're thinking about you all the time. Whenever they think about you, they feel uplifted. It just feels right to them in their heart. And they're just really hoping and praying that things can move forward. This person has this sense that you are destined to be together, so that gives them that hope. They do feel much more connected to the divine, because a lot of these cards, you know, Mother Mary, this one here shows spirit in the sky, the star. They're feeling this hope. They're feeling that your connection is watched over by the divine, that it's a fated connection. So let's look at the divination dice. What do they want to happen between you both? The moon. So the moon represents deep emotions. I feel like this person may be struggling to sleep at night because they're thinking about you all the time. This is a connection about healing, growth, awakening, because it's calling you and this person to go into their subconscious, go into the shadow side, face the wounds, do the healing work. And that's quite scary. Yeah, this person may have been intimidated by the need to do that, but they are feeling much more stronger now than what they were in the past. This time and space away from each other, I feel, has allowed room for a lot more growth, seeing things much more clearly, reevaluating past actions and behaviors and wanting to make amends. So that it's this palette here, it's like they want the fairy tale ending. This is like the king and the queen, so they see you as a counterparts. The fairy tale ending. They feel uplifted. They feel like it's a dream come true. This connection, this bond that you share. Yeah, this reminds me of the moon card as well. It's going through that forest at night. It's very scary. This person is going into their shadow side. There needs to be this transformation, the death of the ego, the death of any illusions, which is what the moon can represent as well. Illusions, fears, conditioning. And yeah, look, underneath this there's the wolf and the moon, and those both appear on the moon card as well. So there was a sense that this person couldn't see the wood for the trees. They couldn't see what was really happening. They couldn't see the bigger perspective, because there was one point when you were too close to each other to be able to see the higher perspective. You were maybe desiring each other so much that it was kind of distracting you from independently doing your healing work or something like that. But now this healing work has occurred. So I feel like it's time, or it soon will be time, where you'll be getting back in contact again. So there's the cauldron. So this is about trying to create like a spell, trying to create a new outcome, a desired outcome within your connection. It's like that manifestation, the Magician card. Yeah, and the Magician has mastered the cups, the wands, the swords, and the pentacles. So again, that is saying a lot of healing, a lot of wisdom has taken place during this time of separation, and soon you will both be coming back to what you love, which is each other. You've been, oh look, wow. So there's the trees here, the forest. And look, this card shows the forest, the trees. It's like the dark tunnel. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So the dinosaur bones. This is really saying to me that this is an ancient connection. Definitely shared many past lives together. Your connection goes way back, and that's why the feelings are so deep. That may be why there's karma in this connection, i.e. things that you both need to learn and heal from past lives. So let's pull some messages from the bag next. What do they want to happen? Okay, so these 3 came out. They're scared of losing you. Too good for me. So yeah, there was some self-esteem issues, which is an illusion. That's what that moon was, illusion, fears about not being good enough, because the truth is, with this sacred union, you're both the same, you're both equal, you're both counterparts. So this person needed to heal any self-esteem issues, and maybe you needed to as well. Taken for granted. Okay, so because there's such an intense connection here, because it's like an infinite bond, because you've shared so many past lives together, there was always this sense that you would end up together, or you feel like you already are in that sacred union in truth, because you're multi-dimensional. We exist on different dimensions all at the same time. So in many of these the higher realms, the higher dimensions, you are already and always have been in that union. Like when we incarnate on earth, there is like our higher selves that are still in the higher realms, and you're always one with that person on that level, and mentally, energetically. So, you know, this may have caused you both to get kind of caught up in sort of living out this connection through those higher dimensional union aspects, like feeling each other's emotions, knowing what each other's thinking, or things like that. And that's okay, because initially I feel like that was needed for you both to reconnect with your true selves, you know, beyond your human body, human self, reconnecting with your infinite nature, your infinite soul, which, you know, exists through all these different incarnations and in these different dimensions. So this time of living this connection through the higher dimensional aspect was both of your way to feel more connected to the divine. And remember yourselves, you know, seeing beyond illusion, seeing beyond the ego. There's the death of the ego. But yeah, it may have made one of you or both of you take the relationship for granted in some kind of way. Feel safer in the situationship. So yeah, when you're living out this connection through the higher dimensional aspect, then there's no like possibility of rejection or abandonment. It's only in this human form where we have this amnesia, where we forget the connection is always like infinite. We forget the love. We are conditioned to, you know, not feel good enough, and all things like that. Then it's on that level that all these fears come up, you know, fears of separation, fears of being abandoned, fears of being rejected. And so one of you or both of you felt safer living this connection through perhaps some sort of communication in 3D, but then you're at, you know, someone was keeping the other person at arm's length, or it could have been mirrored, because it felt much safer to continue this connection through that higher dimensional aspect, through the telepathy, through the safety bubble of, you know, knowing you're always soul family, knowing that you are always in that sacred union. But fears of taking it further in the 3D, in case the fears come up and there's a rejection and all the heartbreak and things like that. Okay, so let's look into the charms. Oops. So yeah, the shell. Someone was, or both of you was in the shell, a bit clammed up, a bit fearful of making the moves in the 3D, in case, because, you know, like I said, in the 3D, that's where all the fear is, the illusions of separation. So someone holding back emotionally because of that, but the emotions run deep. That's a shell, and that fits in perfectly with the Oceanic Tarot. The ocean is like deep emotions. I love you. But yeah, there's the spider and the web. Definitely this connection got caught up in the fear, or caught up living just mostly through the 5D and beyond. This is a positive sign that positive, change is happening, because we have the star as well, like the star card, which is hope, healing, transformation, listening to the divine. So yeah, there was some kind of heartbreak, but there's healing from that. This umbrella always makes me think of the Three of Swords, the heartbreak card, because that card shows the rain, which is like tears, which is like sorrow, but now the umbrella's been put away. So pain has happened, but it led to a massive transformation. You couldn't see what was really going on because you're too close to the trees, you know, couldn't see the wood for the trees, sort of thing. But then this separation that happened created space to see things from a higher perspective. There's the snowman here. So this reminds me of the Snowman film, where he melts. There was like this amazing connection. Maybe you feel like it melted away into nothing. But the truth is, there is like regeneration. You know, when the snow comes back, the snowman can be rebuilt and he comes back to life again. So again, there's a rejuvenation here, or that could be something to do with Christmas time or winter, or there may be snow where you live or something like that. So I really hope that this reading has resonated with you. So if you'd really like to get into the right vibration to be able to attract that sacred union, that relationship where the obstacles are overcome, there's clear communication, taking action, you know where you stand, things move forward harmoniously and much more easily, then I really recommend my meditation, which is called I Am Loved, I Receive Love. And that is such a powerful meditation. It's really helped so many of my clients. Got amazing feedback for that, which is on my website. But in the meditation, I really help you to heal any of these wounds of abandonment and rejection, because in a lot of cases when it comes to love and sacred unions, it's the fear that gets in the way of reuniting on all levels, and it's the fear of that abandonment and that rejection. So I really help you to look back at times when you felt abandoned and rejected. I help you to connect very deeply to your soul family in those moments, so you can see yourself through the eyes of your soul family, where they love you unconditionally. They always know that you're good enough, always know that you will be good enough, you know, always will be, kind of thing. So I really help you to clear out those wounds. Look back at those times when you did experience abandonment and rejection. I help you to see what stories you may have subconsciously attached to those experiences. And a lot of the times we tell ourselves we were abandoned or rejected because we're not good enough, or the other person didn't think we're good enough, or the universe doesn't think we're good enough. And that is a really damaging and limiting belief that we often attach to those painful experiences. So in the meditation, I really help you to clear those out. I really help you to rewrite the story where you know it's not truly abandonment or rejection. It's not truly personal, because this was part of your soul plan. You agreed to experience those things in order to really go through that pain, in order to purge it, in order to release it, in order to come out the other side and realize that you are worthy, you do deserve great love. So This is all about the law of attraction. Whatever you believe, whatever you focus on, whether consciously or subconsciously, is what you attract on the outside. So I help you let go of those limiting beliefs about not being worthy for love. And that really creates this transformation. It really raises your vibration so that you are in such powerful self-love. You know you deserve the best. You're not going to wait around. You're not going to chase love outside of yourself or validation or approval, because you've already healed that within. And then that transforms what happens on the outside in relationships. So potentially it can heal this connection and bring you into union on all levels, if that is part of your soul contract to be with this person. If not, it will get you into the right vibration to attract the right person who is destined for you, who there is this soul contract for you to be with that person. So again, it's called I Am Loved, I Receive Love meditation. Please check that out. All the details are below this video in the description box. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications. That will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much, and I'll move on to the next set of cards. So welcome to set of cards number 2. You've chosen the blue card, which is the crystal ball. So what does this person really want to happen between you both? We're going to be looking into the tarot, the oracle cards, the divination dice, the charms, and pulling messages out of the bag. So stay tuned, because a lot of information is going to come through. Okay, so I'm seeing that there's either been a tower moment that's happened between you both, where it's really thrown you in these different directions, it's repelled you both, you're in a time of separation, or this person is really fearful and worried that that is what's going to happen. They're worried that things are going to fall apart. I feel as though, you know, if a tower moment has happened, then this person was afraid for a very long time about the destruction of this relationship. They were afraid of it falling apart. They were afraid of being abandoned or rejected. So they were the Knight of Cups. It says proposals. This person wants to come forward with an expression of love. They want to give you love. They want the new beginning in love. They want to communicate how they really feel, their deep desires, their deep emotional feelings for you. But in some cases, I feel as though this person, they may have been the Knight of Cups in terms of trying to impress you, because the Knight of Cups is the most romantic of all the knights, but also he can be the charmer. This may be someone that was trying to fake it till they made it, sort of thing, in terms of giving you all these promises, giving you all this hope, or talking about the future a lot. But right in the present moment, they couldn't fully be there for you, maybe for some of them. So it may have come across to you as false promises, because this person may not have known how to really deliver on those promises or give you what you deserve or come forward and have that commitment. So that may have created the tower moment, or this person may know that they can't fully follow through just at this time with these promises that they're making. So they're worried that you're going to kind of wise up to that, and there's going to be a tower moment. So the tower moment in reverse is really saying that this person has been trying really hard to avoid you moving on from them. They've been trying really hard to avoid the destruction of this connection. Or if there has been a tower moment, they're really trying to, or they're really hoping that it's not like the complete end. It's not completely over between you. So they may be coming forward right now with these proposals, with these offers. There's a 9 of Wands here. It's called defense. Okay, so you may be defensive towards them right now. You may be in a place of recovery after heartbreak with the 4 of Swords. So you may not be fully receptive to them at this time, or you may have kind of distanced yourself, or you're not communicating to them at this time. They realised that it was their own defensiveness, perhaps, which was kind of pushing you away or keeping you at a distance. It's like they really wanted to follow through with these proposals, with these goals, with these dreams of taking your relationship further, but they knew deep down that they couldn't do that at that time. because they didn't feel like they were in a good enough place to give you what you deserve. And so that may be why they were keeping you at a distance, because they knew that if you got too close, then you would basically see and experience how they couldn't provide for you in the way that they wanted to, and the way you wanted them to, and the way that you deserved. So they're trying to bide their time. I feel like after this Tower moment, a lot of healing has occurred, a lot of recovery, as it's called. 8 of Cups, change. So they want positive change. And they may feel as though they have a lot of options, or that you have a lot of options, but they're hoping that you're going to choose them. You're still like the only option that they really, really want to take. But I feel like this person may have prepared themselves for perhaps it not working out with you, or you not giving them a second chance. So they may, you know, have these other options in mind, or they may be trying to let go of codependency with that 4 of Swords and have that recovery, and, you know, kind of mentally prepare themselves for if it doesn't work out with you. But, you know, this is called change here. They want recovery of the connection, positive change. They want to let go of this defensiveness. So light activation, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So yeah, this person's had an epiphany because of some kind of Tower moment. Time and space to see things more clearly. This person desires balance within your connection. So you were always kind of communicating to them. There was this intimate communication perhaps between you, or it could be energetically you felt this oneness in the higher dimensions, because we are multi-dimensional, and so we exist in different dimensions all at once. And so there may have been this really intimate, like higher dimensional bond, telepathic bond. But this card is all about the female or the divine feminine, like comforting this person. It looks like he has tears. So this person has been in a place of trying to recover from a lot of heartbreak that they've had in their life. But there's a lot of sorrow within this person. A lot of healing has had to take place. And they really want you to nurture them again like you used to, but their end goal is to have this balance within your connection, the balance of the divine masculine and the feminine, so that you can have that healthy union. We have grounding. They really want to ground the connection. Nature, presence, practicality, stability. It's number 6 here, which is the number of love. They want to ground this love in the 3D, because there is very much this sense of your feelings for each other are definitely mutual. They go beyond this dimension. You've definitely had past lives together, but they really want to ground it in a 3D. They're really hoping that love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So they're really hoping that you haven't given up or you haven't lost faith in them. They are still hopeful. They believe that your connection can withstand whatever Tower moment has happened between you. I feel like this person feels guilty. They feel bad. I do feel like this person has good intentions, like their heart is in the right place, but they were just so fearful of losing you if they were just up front with you and said, look, I can't give you what you want or what you deserve or what you need right now. And they were worried that would make you, you know, walk away and think, okay, I've got these other options, and pick another option. You know, they were so fearful of losing you that some of them may have been talking about the future a lot. And yeah, you may have felt like they were just tricking you and just lying to you. You may have realized that they weren't following through. And you may have felt like they were just stringing you along, but what I'm really seeing is they did always have these genuine intentions of one day when the time was right coming into this reunion, this balanced union of the divine masculine and the feminine. So let's look into the divination dice. What do they want to happen between you both? The tree. So when I see this again, to me it's about, you know, the family tree, the soul family tree. They want growth, they want stability. The roots run deep in this connection. Wow. And we have this grounding card where he is partially a tree with the roots. They want to ground the connection. So to me, the leaves are like the higher realms reaching up to the heavens. They feel this heavenly connection, but they want to ground it. They want the roots to go deep in the 3D as well. And the tree, you know, it goes through the seasons. So this connection may have gone through a season, and they're hoping for the rebirth, the regeneration. So we have the stairs ascending into the basement or the darkness. So a lot of transformation has occurred because this person has had time to go inward and really work on their shadow side, their fears, their illusions, the subconscious that may have been blocking them. They've done a lot of healing. Music. So this may be particularly relevant to some of you. They may be communicating to you through songs. They may be a musician. They may just love music, but this is really saying they want harmony within your connection as well. They want to fight for your connection is what I'm feeling. This is like the knight. So the knights are about movement, about communication. We have the Knight of Cups. They want to communicate their feelings. I'm just seeing this beer here. They may get some Dutch courage when they express their feelings. The pill. They want the healing. The healing of this connection. This is like medicine. But this reminds me of the Matrix, the red pill, the blue pill. Then they want the red pill. They want to delve into the truth. They want to clear out their fears. Yeah, look, underneath that I'm seeing the glasses. They want clear vision. They want to speak their truth to you. So let's pull some messages out of the bag. Guarded. So yeah, that's also what that can mean. They've been guarded because basically they knew they couldn't follow through with their promises that they were sharing with you in the past. So they were guarded. They were like, they've got to sort of keep up this illusion. They have to sort of fake it until they make it, sort of thing, with you. But until they were in the right place to be with you, on all levels, they felt like they had to stay guarded. Otherwise, you would see through their, you know, pretense that they were kind of making out that they were more ready than what they really were. Rebel. So yeah, we do have the Nine of Wands and defense. So if you try to get close to this person, they would have pushed you away in some kind of way. And it may have got like too painful for you. And maybe that's what created the Tower moment. Because they were rebelling because of the same reasons for why I said they were guarded. And, you know, it would have come across to you that they were pushing you away because they didn't care about you, but they were pushing you away because they didn't want you to realise when you got close to them that they couldn't actually follow through with those promises, and they were afraid of losing you. So, yeah, they felt safer in the situationship. So that's the kind of dynamic way that you had where you were in some kind of communication, definitely a telepathic bond. But they felt safer in that because they could kind of wear that mask and be that Knight of Cups and be romantic from afar and talk about all these goals and dreams. But, you know, if it grounded too soon, then you would have realized that they weren't ready. I need you. So they're really hoping that love endures and that you give them a second chance because they really feel like they need you. So let's look into the charms. Yeah. The cactus. So this is that defensive energy. Again, cacti survive in very harsh conditions. They need to protect all the water that they absorb as much as they can. So they have all those spines, all those spikes. So this person, yeah, they were rebellious, they were guarded, they were defensive if you tried to get too close to them. But they were trying to endure, they were trying to hold on to this connection. We have fuck you, I do what I want. So some of you may have tried to speed this connection along. You may have been confused and been like, well, why aren't they taking this further? If they've been communicating to me for so long and saying about the future, why aren't they moving it forward? And anytime you got too close, they would rebel, push you away, because their fears would come up, and they'd have kind of like this attitude of fuck you, I do what I want, kind of resisting you trying to move things forward because of those fears. But they do want to move things forward with this the fan. It's like the wheel of fortune. They know they have to do the inner work, the healing, to get off that karmic wheel and stop going in circles and actually make a new beginning, create that new beginning. We have the always hungry infinity donuts. I love this. So they're always hungry for you, they're always passionate for you, they're always longing for you, they're always needing you. They do feel like this is an infinite bond. They may have got a little bit too caught up in their comfort zone because they kind of took the connection for granted a little bit because they feel like it is an infinite bond, so they've got all the time in the world kind of thing. But yeah, they do want balance. They want to ground the connection. Right now they're really hoping that the love is going to endure because they feel like they need you. So if you would really like to get into the right vibration, to be able to bring in this happy reunion, have a happy soulmate or twin flame connection where there's no obstacles, you just flow, you align easily, the complications fall out of the way, and this person opens up to you, they communicate to you, they let you know where you stand, they take action, the connection really does ground, then I really recommend my meditation, which is called I Am Loved, I Receive Love. And I've received a lot of really, really positive feedback for that meditation, which is on my website as well. So in that meditation, I really help you to clear out and heal any abandonment or rejection wounds that you may be feeling within this connection, you may have felt with other people in the past, romantically speaking, or within your own family or friendships. Any painful experience where you felt you weren't good enough or you felt like someone else didn't think you were good enough, I help you to go back to those experiences. I help you connect really deeply with your soul family so that you are safe, so that you see yourself through the eyes of your soul family, which is unconditional love. And knowing your worth, knowing that you deserve the best. I help you to go back to those experiences and notice, realize the negative or limiting stories that you attached to those experiences, where, for example, we often think we're abandoned or rejected, and we tell ourselves it's because I'm not good enough, or someone else doesn't think I'm good enough, or I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, or the universe thinks I'm not worthy of receiving this love. So we look at those limiting beliefs that really block us energetically from being able to align with love, because those subconscious beliefs create a lot of fear. It makes us become guarded, because whatever energy we are on the inside is what reflects back to us on the outside and in our relationships, due to that law of attraction. So I really help you clear out those limiting beliefs that are in the subconscious, and I help you to rewrite those stories, to know that none of this was ever personal. It was just part of your soul contract to go through these things, to learn from them. You know, we have to sometimes go through that pain in order to bring it up from the subconscious, bring it up from past life, so it can be noticed, come into our awareness, it can be released, purged, and then we, you know, once we really go through that, we can heal that. We can no longer be fearful of feeling that way, because we've looked into it, we understand it, we know it's not personal. So that meditation is called I am loved, I receive love. It can potentially help you to come into a balanced union with this person, if that is part of your soul contract, to be with this person. If not, it will help you get into the right vibration to be able to attract the person that you are destined to be with, the soulmate who is for your highest good. So please check that out. All the details are below this video in the description box. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much, and I'll move on to the next set of cards. So welcome to set of cards number 3. You've chosen the love potion. So what does this person really want to happen between you both? We're going to find out the answers by looking into the tarot cards, the oracle cards, the divination dice, the charms, and pulling messages out of the bag as well. So stay tuned, because a lot of information is going to come through. So the most powerful card I'm seeing in this spread is the Eternal Flame. This to me is a twin flame card, or a very powerful soulmate connection. So what does this person want to happen? So I'm really picking up that this person feels abandonment within this connection, the 5 of Pentacles. They feel left out in the cold right now. They feel like you've walked away. And there's a 5 of Cups that normally shows the person looking at the 3 cups that are spilt over. The contents have been lost. It's about endings, things that haven't worked out. But they don't fully notice 2 of Cups still standing upright behind them. So it's really saying there still is potential within this connection for you to come into that balanced union, the happy relationship, because the 2 cups that still stand upright are like the 2 of Cups card, the balanced romantic relationship where the divine masculine reaches out, touches the feminine's cup. So that's all about this person pursuing you, expressing their emotions to you. But right now I'm feeling as though I feel like they've prepared themselves for the worst. They've prepared themselves for the possibility that this connection isn't going to work out. It's not going to go anywhere. They're not going to get a second chance. They've prepared themselves for that. But I feel like they do want a second chance. They do want things to work out between you. But I feel like they're moving forward regardless. They're seeing what happens. They're giving you time and space right now because they're sensing that's what you need. But they do have the 9 of Swords, which is anxiety. It's sleepless nights. So sometimes they are thinking about this, worrying about the past, worrying about past actions or mistakes they may have made. And you know, I'm not trying to imply it was just them who made some mistakes, because it takes 2. But yeah, they do have this anxiety. Overall, in the bigger picture, in the grander scheme, they are wanting positive balance, movement forward within your connection. Ace of Wands, it says growth, but this is a passionate new beginning. They have goals and aspirations. So they do want to be with you. But like I said, they've prepared themselves emotionally and mentally in case that doesn't work out. So right now I feel like they're continuing to live their life. They do have these other goals and dreams that they're working on. There's a lot of growth and understanding within this person because of realization about past mistakes. Divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So yeah, they've definitely had a lot of growth. They've learned a really important lesson. Whatever's happened, I feel it was because partly they needed to learn some major lesson. But also I feel like you needed to learn healthy boundaries, knowing your worth, especially if you're someone that was giving and giving and giving and subconsciously seeking this person's approval, love, validation, like, you know, looking outside of yourself for that. I feel like there was a major lesson about finding that love within and truly realizing that this connection is eternal. It's an eternal like bond that you have. I feel like there was fears on both sides about abandonment and rejection and unrequited love, but that's just the illusion of like the human mind. There needed to be this heart awakening where you truly realize that it's unconditional love, that the love is, you know, not ever going to disappear. It's always going to be there. The love is true. You may have needed a separation in order to realize it. You may have needed to go through a lot of difficulties or a big kind of bust up or a lot of pain, a tower moment, in order to realize eventually that when all is said and done, that the love still endures, the love is still there, the love is still strong and infinite. This person knows that. They're so grateful to have met you because it's created so much transformation within them. They feel much more connected to the divine and they love themselves a lot more than what they used to before they met you. You've helped them with their self-esteem. They do want communication. They do want to reach out. Self-expression, exchange, sharing, connection. They want that equal sharing, that equal exchange. They do want to express themselves. I feel like this connection has been a catalyst for this person to basically realize in their life, like one of their main lessons is they need to realize that they need to just be their true self. Not just with you, but in their life in general. They need to learn to love themselves, embrace themselves, and realize they are a divine expression of the universe. And so their uniqueness is beautiful, and it's important that they just be themselves. This may be someone who tried to change themselves or hide parts of themselves that they weren't happy about, but it's their truth. That's their divine beauty. And I feel like you saw who they really are beneath their masks, and you were just wanting them to come out of their shell and express themselves and be their true selves. And this person's had a major realization about that. And they do want to come forward. They do hope that there will be a time where you can communicate again. And we have action. Speak loudly, express your love through your actions. So yeah, this person has learnt that they not only need to talk their talk, they need to walk their talk, you know. They need to take action and not just say things. You know, there may have been some communication where they were talking about the future or what they wanted to happen, or maybe even how they felt about you, but then they weren't taking action. So there's a major, like, they've learned something major about that basically, and how if they didn't take action or if they didn't communicate clearly, it led to some kind of separation, you leaving them out in the cold because they may have been going round in circles in that fear, staying in that comfort zone for too long. So yeah, they're really wanting, in the grander scheme of things, for you to have this opportunity to come together. But divine order, they feel as though there's like divine timing here. And they don't want to force things when it doesn't feel fully right. They trust that there's going to be a time when it just sort of clicks into place. It feels right. So let's look into the divination dice. What do they want to happen between you both? There's the angel here. They want this angelic union. They may want divine intervention. They want awakening. This could be like butterfly wings, which is like transformation. You've gone through the struggles like the butterfly in the cocoon, in the chrysalis, and they're wanting to break free. Whatever difficulties and struggles have happened, it's strengthened you both. Now they're wanting to rise up and really take action and communicate their feelings of this eternal love. And that's what that 5 of Cups in reverse is about as well. Because, you know, I said they're focusing on 3 cups that spill over, and there's 2 cups, or the 2 of Cups, the happy relationship potential behind them. So they're turning around in the reverse position to see or take up that 2 of Cups energy, a happy, balanced relationship. Interesting. These have the same kind of imagery here. They're hoping for like that divine intervention. This is like magic, manifestation, make a wish and boom, it appears kind of thing. They want to manifest this reunion, but they may have this knowledge. They may have always known, like within themselves, that there is divine timing involved here, that there is healing that needs to happen within you both as individuals. So this person, they may have always sort of known that it didn't feel right to try and force things before the time was right. Yeah, communication, the quill and the ink. You may be receiving some written communication from this person very soon. That's the movement forward that they're going to make. The frog. And I feel like I have a frog in my throat. So yeah, and that's the throat chakra. So it's saying that they have been struggling to communicate effectively. They may not know how to put their feelings into words, or they're afraid of being that vulnerable. They're afraid of admitting how much they love you, they think of you, they may have this obsessive kind of thoughts of you, how intensely they feel for you, because, you know, this fear of rejection, which is like a very human condition. So the need to see beyond the illusions, looking into the heart, the intuition, the truth of this eternal bond, the eternal unconditional love. So the camera, so they may be looking at old photos, they may be a photographer or really interested in photography, they may be sharing photos for you to see online, spying on your social media, or they may know that you look at their social media. So let's pull some messages from the bag next. What do they want to happen between you both? Scared. Yeah, they're scared of losing you. They were scared of that rejection, like I said. Scared of communicating. Fear of intimacy, yeah. Fear of that closeness, because when they're open, vulnerable and close, they've really opened their heart. They're really vulnerable, and that's when you could potentially really, really hurt them. So it's really ironic. It's like this person feels so much for you that's why they're so afraid are being hurt by you. I feel like they were intensely like looking to you to validate them, approve of them, love them. They didn't know how to love themselves or provide all that for themselves, so they were looking too much for you to provide those things. And if you abandoned and rejected them, then they'd feel completely like crushed and heartbroken, and maybe as though they couldn't even recover from that, because it is this such an intense eternal bond, maybe twin flame connection. So everything I'm saying, it could be mirrored between you both. Like deep down you may have had these very same fears and wounds. Sexy, excited, alive. So yeah, that's how you make them feel. You make them feel like this heaven on earth, this euphoric state of being, those warm fuzzy feelings, that magnetic attraction. It may have been like lightning strikes, you know, this kind of connection. The chemistry is so deep, the connection is so deep on all levels, mind, body, soul. Misaligned. So yeah, that's basically talking about the law of attraction. These fears within, I feel like it's most likely both of you, meant you weren't in alignment with being able to receive that union on all levels. Because if we aren't fully loving ourselves, if we don't know our worth, if we don't have a healthy relationship with ourselves, we cannot align with a healthy relationship with another. We cannot give or receive love to our full capacity if we have those inner child wounds. So I feel like that is the important lesson that is unfolding in this connection. So let's look into the charms. Okay, one's fallen out already. Over here. The clock. Divine timing. It has a 3 and a 5 on it as well, so that may be significant. And it says on the back, trust in the Lord. So this is calling you to have faith about divine timing. Important lessons had to be learnt and discovered. So there's the lemon, which says slightly bitter. So yeah, you may be feeling slightly bitter about what's happened, and they may be as well. What's this one? The record. Change the record. Like this could be saying that you're like the connection was like a broken record. It kept going round and round and round in circles. Change the record. Get off that karmic wheel. But obviously this can be about music. They may be communicating to you through pictures and music. They may be into music, maybe a DJ or something like that. They feel a lot of peace in their heart overall from this connection. The swan, this is another twin flame sign. Swans mate for life, that eternal flame, that eternal connection. It's also making me think of the ugly duckling. Like when you were children, you are empaths, you're highly sensitive individuals, you're light workers, so you may have felt like you didn't fit in with everyone else. You may have blamed yourself, felt you were weird. It could be like body image issues, but then you're transforming, both of you, into the beautiful swan, realizing your worth, realizing your uniqueness is a strength, is a beauty. So yeah, uniqueness. There's the snowflake, but the snow is also traditionally shown in the 5 of Pentacles, being left out in the cold. The homeless people are out in the snow, in the cold. So yeah, they may be coming across as a bit frosty right now, or you are. So there's the chakra crystal. So this is healing on an energetic level, on all levels. But especially the crown chakra, which is all about receiving that wisdom from the divine And that fits perfectly with this one, Lady Portia, Divine Order. So this person is receiving a lot of downloads, a lot of insights, epiphanies from Spirit. It's really guiding this person forward in this connection and guiding you as well. Like you have the same soul family, you have the same spirit guides, many of you. So if you would really like to get into the right vibration to come into balanced, harmonious, healthy union where there is this communication, there's taking action, you know where you stand, overcoming any fears of intimacy, then I highly recommend my meditation, which is called I Am Loved, I Receive Love. So how that works is, it's to do with the law of attraction, basically. Whatever belief we have, either subconsciously or consciously, whatever vibration we are, whatever we focus on is what we manifest on the outside. It mirrors back to us on the outside. So if we have these wounds and fears of rejection and abandonment, you know, if you're feeling that way about this person right now, or if you felt that way in the past with other relationships of any kind, even like family relationships or friendships, you know, if you felt that abandonment or rejection, often that gets stuck in our subconscious because we subconsciously created like a negative or limiting storyline attached to that experience, where we often blame ourselves. We feel like we were rejected because we're not good enough, or we're unlovable or unworthy, or we think the other person thinks that, or we think the divine thinks that and is blocking us from receiving love and happiness. But that is an illusion. That is a limiting story we've subconsciously attached to those experiences. But that creates a belief deep down. And whatever we believe, we receive. Whatever we believe, we manifest. So I help you to reconnect with your soul family. And so you can really see yourself through their eyes, which is unconditional love. Like they've always known that you are worthy, always will be, you know, always have been, always will be. And I really help you to look back at those past, or it could be present moment, rejection or abandonment wounds that you feel like you've experienced. And I help you to understand what limiting stories or beliefs your subconscious attached to based on those experiences, and how that is actually blocking you from receiving love and knowing your worth. And then I help you to rewrite those stories so that you know that you are always worthy, you deserve the best, you are lovable, you have this incredible self-love that completely transforms you. It raises your vibration into that love vibration. It helps you release fears because you realize any abandonment or rejection, it was never really personal. Our souls agree to go through that pain and those experiences in order to relive them, in order to shake up those feelings and those wounds that are stuck in the subconscious, even from past lives. And they get shaken up, they get triggered up into your awareness, into the present moment. So then you can purge, release, understand that it's not personal. It's just something that everyone as a soul agrees to go through in order to release that wounding, that illusion, and come back to that deep self-love. So that is called I Am Loved, I Receive Love meditation. And I've had amazing feedback for that, which is on my website as well. So please check that out. All the information is below this video in the description box. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much, and I'll move on to the next set of cards. So welcome to set of cards number 4. You've chosen the green card, which is the heart key. So what does this person really want to happen between you both? We're going to find out the answers by looking at the tarot, the oracle cards, the divination dice, the charms, and pulling messages out of the bag. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. Okay, so wow, the meanings of these cards really depict, they really show a story here. Two of Cups, it's called partnership. What do they want? They want partnership, the happy, balanced relationship with you. And they want the world, the conclusion, to be regeneration. So partnership, regeneration, and success. The 6 of Wands, the number 6, is the number of love. After a battle, after a conflict, after adversity, they want success. They want to fight for this connection. They want you to see them in a good light again. You know, maybe they're in your bad books. Maybe they're in the doghouse right now, perhaps, because of some kind of conflict or something that was hurtful. But then we have the 10 of Cups, completion. So the World is the final card in the major arcana. So that's the completion. They want a regeneration of, and the completion being the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is, again, it's like the 2 of Cups, but it's the happy relationship, having it all. It's the most emotional fulfillment you can have. They want the family life, the relationship, maybe children, the nice home, happiness. And then we have the Ace of Cups, love, a new beginning in love. They want to express their love. This is really amazing. So we have psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. So if there's been some heartbreak in this connection, they're worried that you're fearful and that's affecting you from your intuition, seeing things intuitively. They're worried that your fear is blocking you from seeing the truth of this connection, the truth of their love. They're listening much more to their intuition as well, because they have had a lot of fear. Fear is the main thing that has been blocking this connection. It's definitely not because they didn't love you or didn't want to be with you. It's fear. Fear is the core wound here. Maybe fear of taking responsibility, because we have self-discipline, empowerment, reliability, fulfillment. This person may not have felt like they could fulfill any promises that they made to you. They may have felt like they're not going to be a good provider. But they want to take a chance on love. When we start to love, our lives are changed forever. They want to take a chance on love, a new beginning, take a leap of faith, take action. This also reminds me of the 6 of Swords, because it shows the couple on a boat in that card as well. And that's about coming out of adversity into a brighter, harmonious, healed future. So yeah, they're definitely wanting a regeneration of the partnership. They want to reach out. They want to be open and vulnerable. I feel like this person is sick and tired of their fears getting in the way, causing them to second guess things, causing them to take a step back. They just really want to overcome that fear and just be their true self and be free, liberated to just be the expression of who they really are. They feel like with you, there is this potential for them to be the most vulnerable they've ever been in their whole life, because this is such a deep bond. But it's scary. Like I feel like this person has got used to living a guarded life, basically, and kind of hiding behind masks or hiding in a comfort zone. But the world, they definitely feel like this is a destined, fated connection, that the conclusion is supposed to be this completion of your connection in a harmonious way. You basically coming together in love into this relationship. So yeah, 6 of Wands. Yeah, they may have got caught up in, like, you made them feel like amazing about themselves. You may have put them on a pedestal. They may have got a little bit too caught up in that, because I feel like maybe they didn't have a good opinion of themselves deep down, but you really helped lifted them up. But it may have been kind of like too much of an ego boost, in terms of their ego got attached to that, and then they may have been kind of showing off. You know how it is, like if you sometimes show someone interest and then they get all cocky and they're like, oh, she or he likes me, so then they start showing off and start acting a bit of an idiot. So that may have been an element for some of you. But wow, there's so many cups here. 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the 6 of Wands, success in love. Amazing. But this person, they do want to take responsibility. I feel like they were fearful of intimacy, fearful of commitment in the past. They may have been young, not necessarily. They may have just been young at heart. But they are someone that is very psychic, someone that is very intuitive. So they've always felt this connection deep down intuitively. But it's really time for them to take responsibility, to take action, take a chance on love. They may have been really hurt in the past, which was holding them back in fear. And yeah, they do want to take that chance. So let's look at the divination dice. What do they want to happen between you both? The Bull. This person may be a Taurus. They want to be strong. They want to just go for what they want, is what I'm feeling. Like a bull in a china shop, you know. They may have tried to be subtle or hinting or, you know, walking on eggshells, trying to do the right thing, very anxious about how they're coming across, if they're going to, you know, break any of that china in the bull going into the china shop. But now they're like, oh, they realize that that's just making things last a lifetime in terms of the speed. It's like moving at the pace of a tortoise. Now that they're like this raging bull, they want to race in. They don't care if they're a bull in a china shop. They just want to take that action, take a chance on love. So this is a love potion. Yeah, whenever I see that, it reminds me of Shrek. So Shrek is kind of like the beast, a bit like this bull. So they may actually feel like they're really bad or at, you know, expressing themselves. They're really inarticulate, if that's the word. They're not poetic, they're not subtle, or they, you know, they don't know how to communicate in a like romantic way. You know, basically they may feel as though they're very clumsy when it comes to expression, or they may have this belief that they just, you know, like men are from Mars, women are from Venus. They may feel like they're very like Martian, very masculine, and they don't understand like females or the feminine energy. They don't understand how to be romantic or something like that. But they feel all those feelings, but they just don't know how to go about expressing them. So just like Shrek, you know, he feels like this clumsy ogre who's not good enough for the princess. So he goes to the fairy godmother looking for a potion to transform him into like this handsome prince, which the princess Fiona is going to fall in love with. So that may have been what that 6 of Wands is about as well. Wearing a mask, trying to play a certain role, because they have thought that's what you want or what you need. And they may have felt ashamed or unworthy for who they truly are. So then, you know, taking a love potion, basically trying to change themselves or the appearance of themselves, is kind of like a lie. And you've always just wanted them to be their true self, but they felt like you needed them to be this other version of themselves, which wasn't really authentic. But they felt like they had to change themselves in order to be able to be with you, and change in terms of like hiding their truth. But obviously that's not gonna be healthy, and that was their fear, basically, that they're just this bull in a china shop and you're the princess. or they're the ogre and you're the princess. So yeah, whenever I see this castle, to me it's like two towers, like the tower card, or it's like it's a mirror image. It's like you're both in your tower, both in feeling guarded, both in fear. Both of you maybe had been wearing masks because you were trying to impress the other person, or you felt like in order to keep them in your life you had to prove yourself by not totally being authentic to who you really are, trying to seek their approval or earn their love or something, rather than just knowing your worth and being your true self. So that was mirroring between you both. That reminds me of Shrek as well, because he, you know, rescues the princess from the castle, from the tower, locked up in the tower. Wow, that's really interesting. So yeah, definitely a mirror. You both in your comfort zones, not fully like being your true selves. So the love potion, it could have been you were trying to be romantic, or you were trying to be seductive, you were trying to be like this perfect like partner material, this fantasy kind of feminine energy as well. And they were kind of doing the same, but in the opposite way, trying to impress you. But they want to rescue you, like from the castle, like in that story of Shrek. So the hay wagon, this always reminds me of the Knight of Pentacles. They want to do things right now. They want to build this future with you. They want to, you know, the Knights are about communication as well. This person may be very slow moving. That's why they want to be the ball now. They want to like rush in a way, but they know at the same time that they have to do things right. They have to do things thoroughly, because, you know, they may have been trying to make things go slowly, because the more slowly things that went, the more you get attached to them over time, and then the more confident they would feel about your feelings for them and that you weren't going to go anywhere. And then maybe they felt like then they would have the confidence to take a chance, take that leap of faith. So yeah, to me this is like an image of they've put that bandana on, that they're going to get to work. They're working now on building this future. They want to race in. They want to be like that knight in shining armor for you, and really giving you what you deserve and what you desire. So let's look into some messages from the bag. Sleepless nights. So yeah, they're having sleepless nights. They're wanting a reconciliation. They may be thinking about you so much that they can't even sleep. Having fantasies, desires. And sleepless nights because they're receiving a lot of downloads, a lot of psychic insights. Their third eye is opening. They're seeing the truth for what it is. They're trusting in this connection a lot more. They're following their intuition, which is overcoming the fear. Yeah, they felt disheartened at some point because they basically didn't feel good enough, or maybe they saw that you were in your tower, you were behind your walls and mask as well. Maybe they felt like you weren't gonna let the gate down to let them in as well. So they got a bit disheartened. Inner child wounds, yeah. They were running away from their inner child wounds, and you may have been as well, maybe living this connection through always thinking about the future, kind of fantasizing, daydreaming a lot about it, and that was kind of like creating a comfort bubble or a safety bubble to sort of indirectly avoid looking at taking responsibility for the inner child wounds. Scared of losing you, yeah. Scared of losing you, that's why they're having sleepless nights as well. So let's look into some charms. yeah, there's definitely a transformation here. The skull key is like the death card, which is the endings of the old and new beginnings. So the ending of anything that wasn't serving you, or the connection has fallen away, for there to be a positive transformation. There's the yin and yang cats here. So this is all about that psychic insight. And it's like the sun and the moon, the yin and the yang. It could be that you're twin flames, soulmates. And look how they're embracing your best friends. Like, you feel just such a deep connection on so many levels. But there's a spider in the web. So you may have got caught up in a karmic cycle that wasn't serving you, you know, caught up in a comfort zone. Also, this to me is, like I said, this person was trying to capture you and get you caught up and kind of stuck on them, probably by wearing a mask and trying to impress you. But I feel like you may have been doing the same for them as well. Whoops. The love is pure though. This is a heartbeat. The white and the pink is like unconditional love, purity. There's divine timing here with a clock. This is the root chakra. So I feel there was fears of some kind of physical security. That's like the instinct to put walls up when we feel threatened by something. So there may have been some imbalances in terms of safety. But this is the crown chakra as well. So again, that's like psychic insight, receiving insights from the divine, trusting the intuition. So if you would really like to get into the right vibration to be able to attract a healthy, harmonious union where there's clear communication, taking action, moving out of obstacles and delays into balanced alignment, then I really recommend my meditation, which is called I Am Loved, I Receive Love. So basically how that works is we work with the law of attraction, because whatever vibration we are, whatever beliefs we have, whatever we focus on the inside is what manifests back to us on the outside. So there's inner childhood wounds here, and I feel it's to do with abandonment and rejection. You may be feeling this way right now with this person. You may have had a pattern of feeling abandoned or rejected or unloved by other romantic partners in the past, by friends who mistreated you, or even by family, where you just felt like your family didn't love you enough. So when we have those wounds in our subconscious, it creates this belief that we're unworthy, we're not lovable, and then we can really start subconsciously looking outside of ourselves for that love, that approval, that validation, because we don't believe it within ourselves. But whatever we believe is what we receive. So if we don't have this belief that we deserve great love, that we are lovable, that we deserve the best, then, you know, we're going to attract relationships and dynamics where we don't receive that love, because we don't feel it within ourselves. We don't realize our own self-love. So I really help you to get into that place where you are in a place of really strong self-love. And I do that by connecting you to your soul family and helping you see yourself through their eyes of that unconditional love, because they know that you are worthy, you always have been, you always will be. So then I really get you to look back at those experiences that you've gone through or may currently be going through as well, where you feel abandoned and rejected and a lot of heartbreak. And I help you to understand the limiting beliefs that you may have attached to those experiences, because in truth, the emotional pain we feel is really just the thoughts and the beliefs, the story we've attached to those experiences. And often it's along the lines of, this person's rejecting me because I'm not good enough, or they don't think I'm good enough, or the universe doesn't think I'm good enough, and therefore the universe is blocking me from love or blocking me from being happy. And so I really get you to become mindful of those limiting beliefs that are manifesting undesirable outcomes or keeping you stuck from in a loop where you're not receiving the love that you truly deserve, or the relationship that you truly deserve. So then I help you to rewrite those stories, so you realize it's never really personal. It's part of pretty much everyone's soul contract to go through that wound, because then that starts to shake things up and dislodge that wound from the subconscious, even from past lives. It gets that movement going, it triggers it up to the surface, so you can realize that wound that you have within and heal it, release it, purge it. So then you're free to raise your vibration, have this realization, this self-love, and then you're able to receive the happy, healthy relationship on the outside as well. So this meditation, the I am loved, I receive love meditation, can potentially help you heal this connection and come into a balanced, harmonious union with this person, if this is part of your soul contract to be with this person. If not, it will help you to heal, release this, and attract the person who you are destined to be with, your true soulmate. So please check that out. All the details are below this video in the description box. I've got lots of amazing reviews for that meditation there on my website as well. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye.